Hello, everyone. I'm Judith, the JJ Muti Social Games, everybody. I'm back, everybody, and now I'm going to give you my top 10 Viking TV shows characters. Now, here's the thing, everybody. I watched Viking Season 1 through 4B. 4B has finished. Season 5 will be coming out soon, and this is my own personal top 10 of all the Vikings characters from from Season 1 to Season 4B. Let me give some honorable mentions. Siggy, the wife of the first Earl. She saved Ragnar's son from drowning. She has to be on this list. She was actually a great character, and I liked her a lot better than freaking Ivar and Ube's and Sigurd's mother. Asslog. Can't stand her. Now, another honorable mention is Helga. Helga is the wife of Floki. She has been with Floki through everything. She's been with him through the dark times, the good times. She's been with him through every single moment of her life, of the show. And overall, I just love her loyalty. She's a sweet soul, and it's sad to see her go. Helga, honorable mention. Princess Quedra, the Mad Queen. This woman was completely mad. She was delusional as hell. She loved sex, and when you get her backstory, what happened to her, and why it's the way she is quite sad, and it's also troubling at the same time. Princess Quedra, or Queen Quedra, the Mad Queen. Loved her. Next up is Quedra's lover, Aethelwulf. Aethelwulf, I was not the biggest fan of. He's the king. Well, he is the son of King Eggbert, and Aethelwulf is the guy that's always fighting against the Vikings or fighting with the Vikings for King Eggbert. He is used by his Aethelwulf is used by his father like a pawn to just further his own glory. And Aethelwulf, for the most part, all the shit he's gone through in Season 4B really humanizes his character and really feels for him. And I actually enjoy Aethelwulf as a character. So yeah, Aethelwulf, I'm going to give honorable mention to as well. Another honorable mention is connection to the England's ones is Judith. I actually enjoyed Judith, Aethelwulf's wife, King Egbert's lover, and I enjoyed Judith's character. She was very open about the pagan beliefs. She was very open about society. She was very curious, just like how Eggbert, how Aethelstan was, and Ragnar was. She was very open about everything, and I just loved her character. For a character that's out of time, and people said, "You are a sinner. You slept with another man. Your soul will be condemned to hell." She brushes it off like nothing. I actually enjoyed Judith as a character. And let's start off with the top 10, everybody. Let's get it done right now. Number 10, I'm going to give to Rollo the Traitor. Rollo. Ragnar Lodbrok's brother. Rollo has always been a traitor. He's always feels like he wants to step out of his brother's shadow to be something for himself and to be something better than what his brother has done. And even when his brother spares him and all this stuff and all this shit they've been through together, Rollo is a backstabbing dude, but at the end, when he finally gets what he wants, you can't feel just a little bit happy for him. I'm not the greatest fan of Rollo, but as a character, he has to make the top 10. He is a great character in many ways, but I'm not the biggest fan of him as a person. Number 10, Rollo. Number 9, it's gonna be, some people think he's too soon to be on this list, Ivar. Ivar only appeared in Season 4B, and he's awesome. He's a crippled son of Ragnar Lodbrok, Ivar the Boneless. If you know the history books, you know what he eventually becomes. But Ivar, how he could not have sex, how he is so frustrated being crippled, he unleashes his rage, and he's this stereotypical Viking. He does not give a damn. He will kill anybody and everything. If he gets an axe in his hand, you're screwed. The guy's unpredictable and he's scary as hell. Ivar the Boneless. Number 9. But he's also very simple-minded. Christians, you're dead. I mean, this guy is very simple-minded. He doesn't have an open mind to other things, but overall, Ivar is extremely intelligent. Number 9, Ivar the Boneless. Number 8, I'm going to give to Ragnar's other son, Bjorn Ironside. I seen Bjorn Ironside go from a little kid to a annoying little kid to a young man who makes mistakes, and then later on he becomes a pretty dang good leader, but he has a lot of violent tendencies. Just like his father, he cheats on a woman he loves. He cares more for fame and glory than his own children in some cases. And Bjorn Ironside he is the son of Ragnar and Lagatha. You can see how he's both in so many cases, and overall he is the better Viking in experience in battle, and he is pretty dang good. He wants to achieve his own fame to his own glory, and there's nothing wrong with that. Bjorn Ironside. Number 8. Number 7, I'm going to give to Ragnar's other son, Ube. Ube only appeared in 4B. He doesn't really have that much freaking dialogue with, like, as much as Ivar or Bjorn. But what I like about him, he is very questions everything. He's very curious about everything, just like how Ragnar was. And he looks a lot like Ragnar, has the same mannerisms, and he's always trying to keep the peace between all his brothers. And if you look at his backstory, Bjorn was doing all of his own stuff, and he helped take care of his little brother while their father was gone. But Ube, I believe everyone looked up to, and I believe Ube is the only brother that Ivar truly loves. I mean, Ivar loves his other brother, Hishskid, Stellar, Ragnar's son, but Ivar, he doesn't like Sigurd. He respects Bjorn, but he doesn't. There's a great. He respects Bjorn, but he has a lot of tensions with him. With Ube, I just see a lot of love and respect with him and Ube. They care for one another, you could tell that. He was the youngest, he was the oldest, but yeah, Ube as a character, he always tries to keep the peace between them, and I really see him as Farmer Ragnar Lodbrok in many cases. But yeah, Ube, really do enjoy him as a character. Number 6, I'm going to give to Borg. Borg. This is the guy that took the Blood Eagle and did not scream. He has to be on this list just for that. Borg's journey was that he, in Season 1 to Season 2, he wanted land from King Horik, or was on land King Horik wanted, and they didn't agree to a good price, and they fought over each other, and during Season 2, Borg is offended again by King Horik, and now Ragnar is supporting King Horik, and he has to deal with the repercussions, and Borg, in all honesty, he was screwed over in some cases, but overall, his death by a blood eagle, he did not scream. He definitely deserves his place on this list, definitely deserves a place in Valhalla. Borg, number 6. Number 5, I'm going to give to Floki. Floki was one time a one-sided Viking who believed the Christians' gods were evil gods, and they are nothing compared to the Viking gods. I mean, he was a very one-sided character. He was a stereotypical Viking, just like Ivar. He is in some cases, but his fate has been shattered during this season 4B. And just during a lot of how he says, I've died. When my daughter died, when Ragnar went, when everyone went. I mean, when the individual characters were killed off, a piece of Loki was slowly dying away, because really, Floki is the last of the old Viking generation compared to the new generation right now. And Floki, through all this time, through all his faults and what the stuff that he's done, I enjoyed Floki as a character. Love him as a character, number 5. Say what you will about him, he still loves Ragnar, and he still cares for the Viking culture, and you gotta respect that. Number 5, Floki. Number 4, I'm going to give to Athelstan. Athelstan is the priest that Ragnar took as a freaking slave. Took from England, made him a slave, and he traveled the world with him to England, and he wanted to go to Paris. He was really a mediator between Eggbert, Athelstan, and just how Athelstan slept with a woman, Judith, had a child by her, how his son's going to become the future king of England. That's pretty cool. He's a man who was conflicted by the God of Jesus Christ, and then the God of Odin, and Thor. He was conflicted about both religions, but he was very open-minded to both, and you can see how he connected to Eggbert and connected to Ragnar, how all in these people intertwined into this one thing. And yes, Athelstan, an amazing character, loved him. Number 4. Number 3, I'm going to give to King Eggbert. King Eggbert was a manipulator, an asshole in some cases, an abuser, but not an abuser towards women, but like an abuser like towards his son, like using him for his own games, and everything was like a chess piece, and he was an ultimate player. King Eggbert admits that he betrayed Ragnar Lodbrok in some cases, but he also admits that he loves him. This is the guy that he feels the most kinship with, and they don't even are not from the same culture, a pagan and a Christian. They both respect one another, and they both care for one another. And their journey as leaders, how I just love this one scene where they're both sitting on the chair right next to each other, Eggbert and Ragnar, and they say like, "You think you're a good man?" "Yes, I think so." "Are you corrupt?" And they both say, "Oh yes." And you could just tell there's so much similarities between these two characters, and I just loved Eggbert as a character. A great mind, a great tactician, and I just loved Eggbert as a character. Number 2, I'm gonna get to Lagertha. Lagertha, what can I say? Ivar's first wife. Ragnar Lodbrok's first wife. She is amazing. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. She's a leader. She's a mother. Does everything she can. Every single season there's progression. She's with Ragnar during the tough times. Second time she leaves Ragnar, becomes an earl. Third season she loses her earldom, and then she fights for it. Fourth season she wins her earldom. Fifth season she gained back her throne against Aslog and becoming queen of Kattegat. And overall, her journey throughout has been amazing. And through every single heartbreak, every single thing that has happened to her, she's just a strong female character. Probably one of the best female characters on television, in my opinion. Number 2, Agatha. And my number 1 favorite, of course, is Ragnar Lodbrok. Ragnar freaking Lodbrok. What else do I have to say about this character? He is amazing. Every single thing that you see of Ragnar Lodbrok in this show is played beautifully by the actor that's playing him. I think it's Travis something. I'm not 100% sure what his name is. But Ragnar Lodbrok, an amazing character, open to different beliefs, always wanted to explore, always wanted to do more in life, always wanted to do more to experience everything. And when he eventually succumbs, that he's no longer enjoying life no more. He's really just wants to die now. His journey as a young man to an old man is beautiful throughout the series. How his journey since beginning to become fame and his regrets during that time, how he preferred it if he never became king, never became famous. He wished he wound back and just stay on the throne with his first wife, and that's what his dream was, and truly. But Ragnar Lodbrok, an amazing character, great relations between Floki, Atos, and Agatha, his sons, with King Eggbert, a great relationship also. I mean, this guy had such great stuff, and the void is noticeable now that he's gone from the show. But yeah, Ragnar Lodbrok, number 1 to this day. Easily the best of the Vikings character, and he is definitely number 1. Alright, everyone. That is my top 10 Viking TV show characters. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like this grand outbound. Leave comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. I respect yours. What is your top 10 Vikings characters, everybody? Alright, everyone. Name's Lee, signing out for everybody. Bye-bye.